In the last episode, Jacob fled from Esau and dreamed of a ladder reaching to heaven at Bethel. He traveled to Haran, fell in love with Rachel, and worked 7 years for her hand. But Laban deceived him, giving him Leah instead. Jacob worked another 7 years for Rachel. The deceiver had been deceived. Now, after 20 years with Laban, Jacob prepares to return home. His flocks have multiplied. He has 11 sons and a daughter. Rachel has finally given him Joseph after years of barrenness. God has blessed him despite Laban's repeated attempts to change his wages. God speaks to Jacob, "Go back to the land of your fathers and to your relatives, and I will be with you." Jacob gathers his wives, his children, his livestock, and everything he has acquired. While Laban is away shearing his sheep, Jacob crosses the Euphrates and heads toward the hill country of Gilead. Laban pursues him for 7 days. But God comes to Laban in a dream. Be careful not to say anything to Jacob, either good or bad. Laban catches up with Jacob and confronts him about leaving secretly, but they make a covenant and part in peace. Now Jacob faces a greater fear. He sends messengers ahead to Esau in the land of Seir. The messengers return. "We went to your brother Esau, and now he is coming to meet you, and 400 men are with him." Jacob is terrified. He divides his people into 2 groups, thinking if Esau attacks one group, the other can escape. Then he prays, "O God of my father Abraham, God of my father Isaac, Lord, you who said to me, 'Go back to your country and your relatives, and I will make you prosper,' I am unworthy of all the kindness and faithfulness you have shown your servant. I had only my staff when I crossed this Jordan, but now I have become 2 camps. Save me, I pray, from the hand of my brother Esau, for I am afraid he will come and attack me, and also the mothers with their children. But you have said, 'I will surely make you prosper, and will make your descendants like the sand of the sea, which cannot be counted.'" Jacob sends a generous gift ahead to Esau: 200 female goats and 20 male goats, 200 ewes and 20 rams, 30 female camels with their young, 40 cows and 10 bulls, 20 female donkeys and 10 male donkeys. He instructs his servants to put space between the droves and to tell Esau, "They belong to your servant Jacob. They are a gift sent to my lord Esau, and he is coming behind us." That night, Jacob takes his 2 wives, his 2 female servants, and his 11 sons and crosses the ford of the Jabbok. He sends them across the stream along with all his possessions. And Jacob is left alone. A man wrestles with him until daybreak. When the man sees that he cannot overpower Jacob, he touches the socket of Jacob's hip, so that his hip is wrenched as he wrestles. The man says, "Let me go, for it is daybreak." Jacob replies, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." The man asks, "What is your name?" "Jacob." Then the man says, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome." Jacob asks, "Please tell me your name." But the man replies, "Why do you ask my name?" And he blesses Jacob there. Jacob calls the place Peniel, saying, "It is because I saw God face to face, and yet my life was spared." The sun rises as Jacob crosses Peniel, limping because of his hip. Jacob looks up and sees Esau coming with his 400 men. He arranges his children behind their respective mothers. He himself goes on ahead and bows down to the ground 7 times as he approaches his brother. But Esau runs to meet Jacob. He throws his arms around his neck and kisses him, and they weep. Esau looks at the women and children. "Who are these with you?" Jacob answers, "They are the children God has graciously given your servant." Esau asks about the droves he met. "What is the meaning of all these flocks I met?" "To find favor in your eyes, my lord." Esau says, "I already have plenty, my brother. Keep what you have for yourself." But Jacob insists, "No, please, if I have found favor in your eyes, accept this gift from me. For to see your face is like seeing the face of God, now that you have received me favorably. Esau accepts. The brothers part in peace. Esau returns to Seir. Jacob settles in the land of Canaan. The man who fled in fear returns transformed. His name is no longer Jacob, the deceiver. He is Israel, the one who strives with God. Thank you for listening to this episode about Jacob wrestling with God. If this retelling of Genesis chapters 32 through 36 stirred something in you, please consider subscribing and sharing this video with others. In the next episode, we turn to Joseph, Jacob's favorite son, whose colorful coat and prophetic dreams will ignite jealousy that leads to betrayal.